Hi guys, I'm Millie.
And I'm Anne,
Welcome to Enkanasa.
the beginner's toolbox to all things chama.
In today's video, we are going to be talking about 7 things that you need to know before joining a chama. Welcome, I hope you learn something and enjoy.
Okay, so one of the first things we can discuss is the fact that dealing with people can be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, so the minimum requirement for forming a chama in Kenya is 10 people. So you can imagine you're bringing 10 different people into a group for whatever reason that you're forming your chama for. So that's going to be a bit challenging for you before you guys get to know each other. There's one who is hot-tempered, there's one who is impatient, so it takes time before you guys get to form that relationship and bond.
Yeah, that's true. I think even in our chama we've had instances where people quarrel a bit, but it's all part of being in a group, and different personalities, different everything, so it's expected. Yes, so the second thing that we can discuss is the fact that chama is supposed to be fun.
Is it though?
That's a good question.
Yeah, but I think it should. Sometimes it's taken too seriously, but it should be, I don't know,
fun.
Yeah.
And a place where you can go, unwind, talk to your friends. At some point maybe you may not start off being too familiar with each other, but as time goes by you become friendlier and friendlier, so it's a fun place.
It becomes less of a task, less of a something that you have to do every month, like, oh gosh, I have to go for chama. It becomes something that you actually look forward to.
And I think we are at that stage with our chama. So that's a good thing. So the next thing, I think we've even touched on it a bit, is that in a chama, relationships get cultivated and cultured as people get to know each other.
It took time for us, like we said in the previous videos. If you haven't watched, please check out our videos below and the links below. So like we said, we are 10 and we're all different. We're all ladies and everyone has a different personality. So like in all relationships, before you get to that point where you're comfortable with the people that you're with in the relationship, or before you even get to that level of trust, it takes time. And I think we are a work in progress.
We're getting somewhere together. So the next point you can talk about is the fact that there's quite a bit of red tape surrounding some chama activities. So red tape would refer to the excessive bureaucracy and formalities that are involved in some processes.
This includes when the process of forming a chama. Like when we started, like we said in a previous video, we were a partnership, so we needed to now change from a partnership into a self-help group, and that required a lot of papers, but it seems like a lot of work, but then once you have someone who is dedicated to do it, it becomes easier for the group. So that's a thing you need to know, that you could there could be a bit of paperwork involved when you're forming a chama.
But it's worth it in the end.
The other thing that we need to talk about is that growth takes time.
So one thing you need to know before joining or starting that chama is that it takes quite a bit of time. You can't just start with everything being 100%. So take it easy on yourselves. Don't expect to grow from 0 to 100 in just a day or a month or even a year, because it's very small steps that you keep taking on a daily basis that will eventually lead to you being a fully formed and established chama. So yes, growth takes time, but again, be consistent with whatever it is you're doing, and you'll definitely see results in the long run.
Yes. Like for a case, we even had to fail a couple of times. Like with the investments that we did in the beginning, we failed a couple of times, and then we learned from them, and we kept on, we're still improving.
Yes.
Yeah, so we keep learning from the mistakes that we make. And yeah, and you just it's just a process.
It's a process.
Yes. Yeah. The other thing that you need to know before joining a chama is go big or go home, man. Yeah.
Yes, so with chamas, with actually I think with anything, be it a group thing or a personal thing, you need to either go big or go home, because you can't really put in any half-hearted efforts in whatever it is you're trying to do. So let's say you have a task that you're supposed to do. Maybe you've been assigned a given task in the chama. It's up to you, because other people depend on you, and the rest of the chama and the growth of the chama depends on you doing that thing that you've been assigned. So to give it your best and make sure it's done on time and as is required. If you have a task to go maybe to town and get some papers signed or open a bank account or something, just make sure you do it on time and to the best of your abilities. Yes.
Give it your all.
Yes.
In short, fanya ni kama it's like there's something that people say that when you're doing something, like if you're employed, do it as if your cousin yako.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it as if it were your own
Thing.
The last thing that you need to know before joining a chama is that it's never that serious.
Yeah, so we've said it as our last point, but I think it's the most important point of this video. Because the instances when you fail, like for us, we know a bit about failing, where we've invested in something and it really didn't pan out the way we thought it would. But it's always good to take every failure as a point of learning and as a point, to get something, even for your own personal life. So at the end of the day, you've not been forced into a chama. It's not a life or death situation. So don't be too serious, Don't be too serious with it. It's fun. Chama is supposed to be fun. As we said, it's supposed to be fun. So yeah, if you have fun with it, trust me, you'll see some really good results at the end of the day.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think I can add anything to that. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have your own experiences from your chamas, from your different groups, please feel free to share in the comments below and like,
share,
and subscribe.
Yeah, so thank you guys for listening and for getting to the end of this video. We hope to see you in the next one.
See
Bye.
you.